Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something from India, Amrut. This is a single barrel special limited edition for Germany. Vintage 2011, bottled in July of 2018. So it's 6 years old and it spent its entire life in a Oloroso sherry butt. Cask number 4133. It's bottled at exactly 60% and it's 300 bottles. Now, a normal sherry butt would hold a total of 500 liters. So we take 300 times 0.7, so we get 210. We did subtract 210 from 500, and we get 290 liters, which the angels devoured. 290 divided by almost 7 is amazing. An over 8% angel share a year. Wow. So did I mention that this bottle costs 145 euros? Amazing. All right. So 60% ABV and 300 bottles total. So I should have known after I went online and found out that like 10 different online stores, 10 online shops still have this bottle available, and it hasn't been one of those wow bottles apparently. So, but if I went online to WhiskyBase, and I actually found someone who said that this reminded him of this, the Glengarry 15-year-old Sherry Travel Retail Edition. This is 53.7%. This is around $80 where I live, so I can almost get 2 of these for one of those. On sale in the Netherlands, well, that's a healthy pour. I can get this for actually under 70 euros, so I could actually get 2 of these for one of those. So this is matured exclusively in Oloroso sherries. This also. This is 15 years old. This is 6 years old. I have the feeling that in India, things mature almost twice as fast as they do in Scotland, so this is a fairly good price, fairly good comparison. All right, good. On the nose? It's a sherry bomb. I would put it in Scotland. I would not be able to identify this as an Indian whiskey, to be honest. Would you like to have a little bit of Indian whiskey with your sherry, please? That's what I get here. Now over here it's darker. It's more of a herbal type of earthy moment. I get a little bit more of a barrel char, and I actually get a little bit of the airplane glue. The model glue, yeah, if you have model cars, model airplane, a little bit of that glue in here. This is for me the diva whiskey #1. Some days I take it and I go, wow, the best stuff ever. The next day it's like, I don't like it. And then I come back 2 weeks later, it's like, I love this. And then 3 weeks later, it's like, I don't like this. This is a diva. It depends on what I ate. It depends on what I'm in the mood. It depends on what I'm drinking with. And today it's kind of like, well, it's okay, but. This is much sweeter. This is much more of a rounded moment. This is 60%. This is 53.7%. But this is sherry. This is sherry, sherry, sherry with whiskey. This is not whiskey with a sherry finished. 60%. Cheers. The alcohol kicks in towards the end. 60%. Hey. Nice finish. Very, very, very dark prunes. A little bit of a barrel char. Dark, rich cherries. A little bit of sweet wood. And a nice little bit of an overripe raspberry. Yep. Good. I really, really like this. I'm going to actually give this like a B minus. The price is the problem. This is not worth 144 euros. I've had whiskeys that are very similar to this. Why? Because the cherry casks were very similar. I could not identify anything in this whiskey that reminds me even remotely of a Indian whiskey. I've had a few John Pauls. I've had a few Amruts. Amruts are very, very unique in their constellation. We have the Amrut Porto Nova. We have the Amrut Nazazi, I think, with the orange peels and so on. There's a lot that they do and a lot they played around with, but this is not, in my personal opinion, anywhere near the price you're going to have to pay to get this. This is not worth 145 euros. 70 euros, 80 euros, I'd think about it. But once again, it's not the taste of an Indian whiskey. It's a taste of a sherry matured spirit. Going over here to the 15-year-old Glengarry. This was a single barrel for Kirsch import. It says here, this exclusive bottling of Amrut Indian single malt whiskey was bottled for Kirsch import and offers the connoisseur the rare opportunity to sample this treasure of India. It is not chill filtered and comes straight from the barrel in its natural color, 70 cl with 60 ABV. The Glengarry. Interesting. A little kick of vanilla, a lot more of a woody moment. The European oak, I'm not sure if it even has European oak here. The tannins kind of kick in. It's more of an earthy moment, as I mentioned, more of an herbal moment. This is more of a pure, think of Glenfarclas 105. That's what this is. It's Oloroso sherry turned up to about 11%, 11 points, so 110%. This has a lot more character. This has a lot more of a depth, of a complexity, of a intervals and transitions. I prefer this more. It's cheaper, it's older, it's better. Now you can dilute this down a little bit. And I've done this in my German video. I've actually diluted it down to about 30%. And what really intrigues me is the amount of sherry that's still there after such dilution. Tiny little bit of a barrel char sour moment, almost going towards the sulfur, but not yet. Mm. If you haven't had a bottle of Pedro Jimenez sherry, if you haven't tried Oloroso sherry by itself, if you haven't tried Fino by itself, if you haven't tried Palo Cortado by itself, if you haven't tried, what else do we have? Amontillado by itself, please do. At least over here in Europe, we can go to the online supermarkets and you can buy little 200 milliliter bottles for maybe 10, 15 euros each. And you can actually try them and notice the difference. And this is just Oloroso, 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 Oloroso. It's much better than a Glenfarclas 105, even though that is also 60%. Glenfarclas 105 is probably older than this. But yet, since it's not matured in India, it was probably not as much angel share there. Yeah, what can I say? Value for money. It's a B minus in the taste category, and it's a D for the value for money. It's just not worth it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why it's still in the shops. If anything's good in Germany, 300 bottles are bought up like this. But if something is a little bit of a of a dud in the online shops, there's probably a reason for it. In this case, the price versus value for money. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for liking. And thank you very much for sharing this video and telling others about this crazy guy over here in Germany tasting whiskey you probably never ever see. The Glengarry, I prefer it a tad better, but just because of the value for money than anything else. All the best. See you soon. Bye-bye.